Welcome to my storybook world. For those of you who've seen my stories before, or maybe even read them for yourselves, they are about animals, adventure, they're written in rhyme, and they have facts in them as well. And I'm sure that's something you know already. But this story has something extra. It has a message. And the message is about looking after all the animals on our planet, especially those that are disappearing, the ones that we call endangered species. This book that I'm going to share with you is about an endangered species. It's about the elephants in Kenya. Here are some elephants in their natural habitat. Why do we want to protect elephants? What makes us like them and want to care for them? Well, there are lots of reasons, really. Firstly, they are the largest land animal in the world. Look at this magnificent bull elephant with massive tusks. They are sociable. They live in groups which can be very large or quite small. Each one is led by a matriarch or mature female. The bull elephants live alone. Here is a huge herd on the move. That picture was taken from a small aeroplane. They are highly intelligent. They communicate with each other. They do this by stomping their feet and trumpeting through their trunks, making an enormous noise. They care for each other. They stroke each other with their trunks and they mourn their dead. Here are two elephant friends. You are the best, they're thinking, as they stroke each other with their trunks. Elephants have emotions. They are sad when one of the herd dies. And here they are saying goodbye to one of their friends. They make friends with humans and never forget a kindness. This elephant will always remember the keeper who loved and cared for him when he was a baby. And of course, we love elephants and hate the idea that they are killed for the ivory trade to make jewelry for humans. We don't need these things at all. This story is a bit different because it is an adventure story, but it's also a true story with a lot of facts. Ndotto, the baby elephant, really was found lost and alone when he was a few days old. No one really knows what happened to his mother, but he was too young to look after himself. Human help was needed if he was to survive. I'm going to share my elephant story with you. Remember that it's a true story. Ndotto, the baby elephant, really was rescued and taken to an elephant sanctuary in Kenya. I have visited him there. That was a very special experience. I am happy to say he is doing well. And now, it's story time. Ndotto, an elephant rescue story, written and illustrated by Gail Clark. The sky is dark, lightning's flashing, the wind is howling, thunder's crashing. A massive rain cloud bursts and spills on Kenya's high Ndotto hills. Animals and birds race by as the swirling clouds in the angry sky send them running helter-skelter, looking for a place to shelter. Now they're hiding from the storm, keeping safe and staying warm. A flash of lightning splits the sky. The elephants are passing by. The herd is on the move again, plodding through the wind and rain. The oldest females lead the way, making sure their young don't stray. They wave their trunks to smell the air and sense if any danger's there. More than 100 lumber on, till every single one has gone. It's dawn. The sun comes up at last. The day is bright. The storm has passed. There's not an elephant around, only their footprints in the ground. A herd boy, waking from his sleep, yawns and counts his goats and sheep. That's strange. The number isn't right. Has something happened in the night? What is it that he thinks he sees among the sheep and goats and trees? Its ears are pink. It's very small, not like a sheep or goat at all. It's a baby elephant, 1 day old, confused and frightened, lost and cold. The tiny baby isn't strong. He can't survive for very long. The herd boy knows that this is true, but he's alone. What can he do? Perhaps the mother can be found. He shields his eyes. He looks around. No sign of her. It's very clear the herd has moved away from here. The herd boy calls his flock, and then they're ready to head for home again. The boy looks back. He's pleased to find the elephant following behind. He's keeping up with them, although his wobbly legs are weak and slow. The herd boy reaches home at last. It's late and night is coming fast. Tribesmen watching in surprise simply can't believe their eyes. They know they have to do their best to give the elephant food and rest, and so they let the baby sleep beside their cows and goats and sheep. They feed him uji made with maize and fresh milk from the cows that graze. They don't know that cow's milk will make the baby very ill. Next day, the tribesmen are agreed. The elephant's very weak indeed. They must get help. His life is in danger. A boy is sent to find a ranger. He runs as fast as he can go to the foothills far below. He's tired. The journey's very tough. The hills are steep. The ground is rough. The sun is low, late afternoon. He has to find a ranger soon. He calls and calls. There's no reply. There's no one close. He gives a sigh, and then he hears a sound nearby. He looks around to where he sees, under the big acacia trees, a ranger walking to and fro, talking on his radio. The ranger listens to the news and knows there is no time to lose. He sends a message back to base to put a rescue plan in place. Then boy and ranger hurry back up the steep and winding track. It's evening now and getting late. The rescue plan will have to wait. The ranger has supplies that might help the elephant through the night. Meanwhile, there's still a lot to do. The time is short, the hours are few. A helicopter engineer is working many miles from here. A helicopter will be used. The engineer is quite amused. He has to take the back seats out. Of this, there isn't any doubt. A cage is fitted there instead, so the plan can go ahead. He gives a little smile and winks. It's an Ellie heli now, he thinks. In the morning, at first light, the helicopter comes in sight. At first, a small speck in the sky, far away and very high, but moving fast and moving nearer, slowly it becomes much clearer. Soon, every other noise is drowned by its beating, whumping, whirring sound. The helicopter makes its landing close to where a crowd is standing. It's the first time they've ever seen this strange and wonderful machine. They gasp and quickly shield their eyes from clouds of dust that swirl and rise. The engine stops. The dust cloud clears. The chopper pilot then appears. The elephant is carried in a rug to keep him warm and safe and snug. The helly door is opened wide, the sleeping Ellie placed inside. The crowd and helpers shout, "Hooray! At last, the Ellie's on his way." When the heli touches down somewhere near Nairobi town, a crowd has gathered there to meet him. Children wave and cheer to greet him. He's heading for a special home where elephants are free to roam, where keepers watch them night and day and care for them in every way. Time has flown. 3 years have passed. The baby elephant's growing fast. Named for the mountains where they found him, with the goats and sheep around him. Ndotto grows stronger every day. He's full of fun. He loves to play. Water and ball games, wrestling too, are favourite things he likes to do. Mud or dust baths are a treat. They cool him down from head to feet. With so much love, we are pleased to say Ndotto is safe and well today. The end. But actually, it's not really the end of the story at all, because Ndotto is still alive and gaining strength and growing older in an elephant sanctuary in Nairobi, where lots of people go to visit, and I was one of them. So that really does have a happy ending, doesn't it? I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope that you will join me again for another one soon. In the meantime, bye for now